Okay, so we're here with Meria, Scholar of Antiquity, 3 mana 3/3. Tap an untapped non-token artifact you control, get some mana. Kind of weird, but kind of cool, I guess. Tap 2 untapped things, exile the top card, and then you can play it this turn. So ideally, you want a ton of cheap artifacts that you can then tap for mana to cast big things, or get a bunch of value by also tapping them to exile the top. I think there's a happy middle ground between both effects being relevant and not just simply playing what is essentially 500 Llanowar Elves and playing this and casting something big. Now, that probably is the best way to play it, right? It's not like I can't do that, but I'm not super heavy into the one drops when the non-traditional one drops like Haywire Might and Fern to Skullbomb. Like, there's not a ton of these, but you certainly could run more. I like to run some that are really only the ones that actually do something if my commander isn't around, because that seems like, there's enough of that going on here without running. Like, there's a lot of equipment for 1 mana that doesn't do anything at all without your commander, and I kind of just don't really want to go in that direction, but you certainly could. And again, it's probably better to actually do that in the long run, just simply having 55 1-drops and a ton of moderately expensive things to cast out of hand when you have a buildup of, this effect. But I'm gonna again just do something in a little in the center. I have a bunch of artifacts that you play and they replace themselves, right? So you can find any artifact, exile with this. They're all discounted. Same with Foundry Inspector. Kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It's all over the place to me. I think I put Banefire in here as a way to just maybe do legitimately 25 damage out of nowhere, or like 20. I think that is possible here. The more I look at this, the less I think Solemn Simulacrum makes sense, honestly. I might actually just drop that. And I might want Tooth and Nail in here. I don't even really like Atali. It's not exiling too many crazy things from my side. And I don't know, it's still a way to win the game, though. If you have a bunch of mana, you could potentially flip it the turn you play it, and then it's very difficult to deal with, right? It's not like it's a bad card ever. Goblin Engineer is interesting. There was another one, Reckless Handling. Yeah, Reckless Handling is interesting. It's kind of like Gamble. I'm not running Gamble. Don't think I can. You know what? Maybe we should run Gamble. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with Tooth and Nail and not Gamble for now. I don't think I want Gamble. It depends how many times Gamble would have been relevant, right? I mean, it could discard the card you tutor for, but that's not really going to factor into my opinion of running it. Alright, yep, that's about it. Artifact Storm that sometimes works and also sometimes doesn't. Cool. I don't know. Okay, so it's sort of like a slow version of cascading things. That's kind of interesting. I don't really feel too rushed into playing my commander, like on turn 1, or, turn 2. Like, I don't have to play it next turn. Oh, can't pass the turn. There we go. Oh, I just noticed my opponent actually didn't do anything for a turn cycle there. I mean, they still had this, but that's kind of crazy. So tap this for green, play this, and then I don't really want to use the treasure token right now, but maybe I should before I just, like, lose the game on my opponent's turn or something. Okay, let's look for... Hold on, I gotta read what this does. 3 or less, so we want something 3 or less, ideally, that's somewhat useful. Chainsaw, I kind of like Chainsaw here, actually. It could potentially be useful at stopping my opponent's commander, and sacking the Wellspring is obviously always really good, right? Good luck with the stream. Maria's your favorite artifact reduces a great. Medallions. Well, medallions are weird, aren't they? I feel like they're weird. I wouldn't say they're completely non-functional, though. Okay, well, came here to do this. Let's tap that for green. Get that. Get rid of that. Ichor Wellspring is a really nice back and forth with this. Let's get rid of this. And Perilous, maybe? Okay. I can... You have to... Okay. I can't tap that a different way. Let's get rid of these. Bobble is interesting. And I simply pass. Okay, so next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go Hornet Queen, and then I can go Craterhoof, and potentially win. I can actually remove this again with the... Oh, no, I can't. The Chainsaw Loop is every other turn. I would really like to remove this right now, but I cannot do that. That is problematic, but it is what it is. Does it... Oh, I do have to do it one at a time. That's fine. And then play this. Alright, Craterhoof next turn. If my opponent's not expecting it, it can be very devastating. We just have to hope they don't have a ridiculously dumb turn right now. You have to tap with it if you want her mana, rather than... Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a fast way of doing it. That's fine. Alright, it looks like we did get there. They don't have the mana... Oh, they're running counter spells with Rashmi. I don't really know if I like that. But I'm pretty sure this works. This is probably lethal. I'm not even really going to think about it. Yeah, we can learn to click later. Yeah, that's like Omega level lethal. Sweet. Look at that. Oh, opponent. It would have been faster to click the let me deal damage to you. Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of animation behind that. Cool. Oh, that was the first game we played, and Ichor Wellspring looping with Goblin Engineer would be very good, especially with Chainsaw, removing this. Very interesting. You know what? This is one of those kinds of decks. I should probably look at other lists, because there's probably cards I don't know exist. And that might be better. Let me go look at lists. I don't normally look at lists. People run loot. I would not run loot here. I also don't even like Tormod's Crypt or Ornithopter. I wouldn't run those either. Sand doesn't really do that much. But we have enough mana to maybe cast a... Ooh! Oh, it's the Beast Commander! Oh my goodness. I'm happy. Yeah, they reduce your commander if it gets removed, but that's a little bit too far out there for me. I don't like... Like, it's only good if your commander is dead. Like, I don't really like that kind of card. I just wouldn't recommend playing that. Okay, there's some options here that I'm not a big fan of. But I'm looking at a list while I play. I think it's safe to just scry. I'm after like certain things. That certainly is not it. Oh, Sensei's Divining Top. Could you imagine? I'd play Sensei's Divining Top. Oh, see, it didn't force me to do it that time. Like the auto-click thing. So, does this... Yeah, this will remove my commander too. Oh, you have to pay 2 for the fight, though. Hold on. Forgot about that. Oh, we got the card! Okay, I forgot to talk about this card. I think it's a very funny card, which is why it's in my deck. But this, I love this. This seems really funny to me. I'm excited to play this card. This might not be the game, though. If I could just race to... well, maybe I should have just played it right then and there, actually. Hold on. I had more permanence than my opponent. I really want to play this. Oh, I don't care if it's wrong. Okay, I should have played this instead. Non-land permanent, so my opponent is 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't cast Ulamog either, so it's clearly the correct thing to cast over the top. Alright, it wasn't very exciting, but oh, we got a Crater Hoof! We got a Crater Hoof! My opponent got a doubling season though, so hopefully this actually kills him, because otherwise I'm going to be kind of scared. I have never seen over the top played in my life, so. Alright, alright. Yep. Yep. Is it lethal? I didn't even check. It's not lethal. It's 2 off. It's 2 off. Alright, no big deal. No big deal. Opponent's at 2. That's great. That is great. I'm gonna just sack this. Oh, I can't. I don't have mana. Never mind. That is actually hilarious. It got a Crater Hoof. I mean, it got a Crater Hoof. But then it also got a Ruby Medallion. Yeah, I don't like the medallions. I think I'm gonna take them out. We'll see how many spells I'm genuinely running. I don't think there's anything my opponent can possibly do right now. Yeah, that's not enough. It's cool, but it's just not enough. Oh wait, it is enough. Hold on. I think I actually... yeah, I would have legitimately needed to have found this and cast it. Alright, they actually did have enough to stay alive there. That's kind of crazy. I don't really expect my opponent to stabilize, but they would have made me work for the last point of damage a little bit. But yeah, I have that pretty covered. That is a Delny. Does my opponent trade? Does my opponent trade? I think that is totally fine. Okay, I didn't expect them to trade. Gamble. Yeah, this looks like a gamble situation. If you discard this to gamble, you can cast it. I don't think I can make 6 colorless, though, but that would be funny. Oh, go with the resub. Thank you, thank you. What do I do with a problem like Meria? Well, we're trying to solve it. That is intangible virtue. Okay. I'm not getting rid of this treasure token. Alright, Gamble. I need you to... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 7. I need something 7 or lower. Probably shouldn't have played the Gold Town first, huh? Probably shouldn't have done that. If I gamble for Paradox Engine, it can get stupid. Alright. Let's swing first, make it treasure. Opponent didn't even hesitate to not block. I feel like I would have maybe blocked a little bit. Do. And And I have nothing. Alright, so next turn we can do stuff, and I don't think Balloon Man is going to do anything particularly egregious to me right now, so... Okay, they cannot copy either cards in play. And that makes a 1-1. You got it. So I take 8. Don't really care. Oh, I guess it's 9. Oh no, I'll just block. It's just 8. Alright, so now we just spend a lot of time clicking until our opponent either concedes or I fizzle out, which... Okay, I guess it was a good idea to put it in, huh? Yeah, I guess it worked. I literally didn't even have to show my opponent anything. I don't think I've ever played against Oko. Like, ever. Land. Do we want a land? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. It's a 4-mana commander, so... Wow, they didn't have a ramp spell. Almost always want one with a 4-mana commander. Kinda crazy. Opponent says nice to my land, or maybe they're saying nice to my Furnace Skull Bomb. No, they're just thinking about Muldrifter? Not sure. Don't know. Don't know. Okay. Let's play this. I can abrade my own commander, but I don't have to do that right now, so I probably just don't. Probably. If I do abrade it... No, I don't like doing that. You also think about Muldrifter? Alright, I don't know. Maybe our opponents just... Maybe they know me? I don't know. Yep, pass. So, Inventor's Fair. Play this. There. There's not many ways for me to deal with this, so this kind of just has to happen. And then recast it. And I can crack this. No, wait, no. Yeah, I just assume my opponent... I don't know. Maybe they're just weird. Let's do that. Opponent is drawing Sapphire Medallion for the turn. We'll see how good that is. Okay. I think I'm gonna dash a Ragavan here. I could get my Paradox Engine. If I cast it, though, I can't do anything else after, right? Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna dash Ragavan. I'm dashing Ragavan. And I think I might even blow up Key to the Archive. No, they discarded Crozen Grip, so... Actually, that was a really good draw, wow. Oh hey, an extra turn. Alright, so they don't have any additional mana colors this turn. So this isn't super amazing. But it's pretty easy to find a counter spell. No such luck. Never mind. Tap that. So now it's a lot of floating, but that's what we came here to do, so I'm gonna do it. We have an extra turn. I don't have to, do anything weird. Let's get rid of that and this. No. Here and here. Hey. And I guess I can play the land. Get rid of that. Hey! Alright, so now it's gonna be pretty easy to just win. Probably. And I will sit here and do it. Oop, don't do that. Is there an artifact in my graveyard that's worth reanimating? No. I also have a second extra turn, by the way, which is kind of funny. So we do this like that. Okay, that's even more mana. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we got that. I mean, my opponent can concede. They have the emotional... Well, maybe they don't have the emotional capacity to concede, but it is certainly something you can do. And I am all for it. I don't have a way to win yet, though. But, I mean, I just keep going. I'm gonna find one. Okay, maybe I won't. Okay. Calm down, game. Alright, that works. Almost didn't get there. Let's not tap the ones that sack to draw. Alright, that... Oh no, it discards the card I find. Oh, that's fine though. That's fine. Because I get to, yeah, that's fine. I have the sack and artifact get anything out of play, so let's get... I guess Cityscape Leveler? Now, this doesn't actually kill my opponent, does it? Oh, maybe it does. I think it actually does. Oh, no! Oh, it escapes! Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh, I thought I was casting it from hand, even though I just specified that that's not what I was doing. I'm so stupid. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I messed it up. It's alright. Alright, we found the win. We found the win, it's just in a different way. It's just in a different way. Just in a different way. So let's play this. Because I can just, like, kill my opponent with damage. Alright, so we go here, here, and here. Blow up something random, I guess this. I don't want to blow up the Oko. I'd rather avoid my opponent ever, like, having an opportunity to rope out. Because I think that'd be funny. Alright. I'm sorry, what is this? End step, draw a card if your library has... Huh? What? Whoa, that's deep. Yeah, that's true. I could make infinite Doge tokens. Okay, so I guess I'll play this and scry for land. Feels a little bit better than other things I could do. This has a chance of hitting a land, though. I haven't cast this yet. Okay, I will play this, because I only played it once. And it doesn't feel too good, so if they counter it, I'm not unhappy. Never mind, they have mana drain, so the game ended immediately, and we didn't really get to play the game. Assuming they have anything at all to cast with it. And play this. Okay. Do we have something nasty here? Sacrifice an artifact? I kind of do. Oh no, I don't. I needed the mana. Wait, now I do. That was phenomenal. Well, this is how you beat mana drain. Delny is a messed up card? Nah. It's alright. It only took me 8 months to get the card to do anything. But it's alright, I guess. I don't know. Oh, hey, I get to reanimate the bird. I forgot. I forgot I even portaled. Okay, I'm gonna cast this, because why not? My commander ain't doing nothing. Land is fine. I can sack. Oh, hey! Wait a minute. We can do things. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is amazing. Hold on. I'm gonna just scale land down. I mean, I shouldn't call it amazing, but... Alright, that's a good draw. How does blue-black deal with this portal? Oh, randomly generated card outside of blue and black, of course. Silly me. It is the Crozen Grip, I think. Oh, D-Spark. Crozen Grip, D-Spark, and Putrefy. Alright, there are 3 hits. That is kind of miserable. Inventor's Fair is pretty good, though. Okay. No, I gotta put it to the command zone because my opponent has cards. Okay, surely they didn't just randomly generate a card outside of their color that perfectly deals with my stuff. Looks like they did not. They discarded what they conjured? I didn't even see. I didn't even see. Look at that. Ahead of your time, chat. You're ahead of your time. Alright, we have 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spell Pyramid. No Spell Pierce. No Spell Pierce. So, Vaultborn Tyrant is very, very good and extremely difficult to deal with. I don't care about Shieldred's negative effect here. Kind of forgot they were even a mill strategy to begin with, but yeah, I guess they are still a mill strategy. Look at that. Don't see that every day, especially when it's not the mono blue one. Oh no, I'm gonna find a way to complain, Goat. Don't you worry. My opponent milling me is actually kind of bad when I have Portal. Like, they don't want to actively mill me. Oops, I meant to draw there. That's my bad. Oh, looks like it worked out. Didn't lose 2 life from Shieldred. Alright, I can sack this thing for Sleeper Dart to draw a card. Again, don't really care about Shieldred. At least not yet. Cyclonic Rift would be a little annoying. But certainly beatable. We might actually beat a Mana Drain. That's crazy. It's been a while since a game continued after a Mana Drain on turn 2. It's not very common. My opponent gets Mana Drain inside of the top cards. Oh, and then they proceed to shuffle it away. Alright, a little weird. A little weird. I don't think I would ever shuffle a Mana Drain in. Maybe the removal spell, like Drown in the Lock, could be better, because it counts as a counterspell and a removal spell. I don't think I like that idea, but that's what they did. I might actually bop them with their own Thief of Sanity. Oh, they just milled in a Tali. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, I thought I had to click them. Now, who's the mill player now? Oh, no, opponent, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. They had Cyclonic Rift? That's fine, right? I don't have to panic. There's no reason to panic here. That's okay. Yep, put it to my hand. That is funny, though. I think I'm still winning, but I could be maybe now not winning. I don't know. We'll find out. That was one of the cards that they needed to sort of come back in the game in some way. Oh, wait, no, they're not winning. I could just run this and destroy everything. So they didn't really get out of it. But that is really funny. Discard you, you, and you. Actually, let's get rid of that. That doesn't do anything. I could discard creatures because Portal's in play, but I don't want to lose everything if Portal gets dealt with, so. That is hilarious, though. Oh yeah, it was their Thief of Sanity, I forgot. Well, Shieldred's pretty good. So I've been told, at least. You can just mill more of their deck. That's always fun. When in doubt, just run this out. Alright. Let's play you. I'm gonna get hit by Thief of Sanity, maybe. Maybe. Although, maybe not. I think I'm going to block it with the bird. And I can do that again if I want. I'm not really in any significant danger of decking out, honestly. Oh look, it's another round of complete and utter nonsense. Love to see it. They memory lapse the cityscape lever. Okay, fair enough. I will simply recast it and get another trigger. Is there an artifact creature that's good? Nah, we'll just get Mutt. We'll just get that. It's funny. Surprised my opponent's still in this. If Cyclonic Rift didn't get them out of this, I don't know what they're drawing towards. An extra turn, like River's Rebuke, extra turn spam. But again, that doesn't really get you there. So I'm not really sure what they're trying to do here. There's no card in my deck that they could steal at this point that matters, so I wasn't really sweating trying to block this again. Like, there's no single card that does anything. Okay, Gamble does something out of their deck. It's a coin flip. They could discard it, but they could get Mass Bounce spell. I really think that's all there is. They discarded Mana Drain, which apparently means that's what they drew. So they did get River's Rebuke. They did get River's Rebuke. Fair enough. But again, I think they're just sort of spinning their wheels. I don't know what the long term is, and we just get to enjoy doing this even more. Alright, let's put Paradox Engine in the graveyard. Oh, is it already in the graveyard? Who cares? Just bin anything. Doesn't matter. Oh, they're milling 10. They're getting there. My opponent's putting up a good fight with this mill strategy. But we still have a third of our deck left, which is quite a lot. So, again, Shield Druid is a must-answer threat, so I'm going to play that. Let's play this. Get rid of this again. Play this to do 2 damage, and then they have to kill Shield Druid on upkeep. And my opponent can't get wrecked. Nice. Very surprised they lasted that long, but yeah, the Cyclonic Rift was one of their few outs, and they, of course, had it, but at the time they had it, it was just too late. Do I play my commander next turn? I don't think our commander has anything to do with what we're trying to do, so no. Yeah. No attack. So we did discard Cityscape Leveler, but it doesn't have haste. So it's kind of meh. Maybe I still do it. I mean, it's a red-green deck, and if it doesn't have a Braid, We're fine. Yeah. Like they have to deal with it. Uh-oh, it says YouTube is not responding. Oh, it's just like a stream hiccup, I guess. Actually, Thalia is kind of the least of my problems. In that spot there. So I could play a Forge on turn 2. I think I will. Opponent's going to go for a Reanimate early. Maybe this does make sense then. I think I should do this. It looks a little weird, but you know what? I did it. If my opponent's going to play a turn 2 Pock, then I think this makes sense. Especially how Pock on the first turn doesn't actually get to do... Okay, now I'm confused. Now I'm actually completely confused. My opponent did not have an untapped land? I don't know. I can't bin this because I have to respect Reanimate. I just have to. Oh, I forgot to swing. Oh, I forgot. It's fine. It's just 2 damage. I don't think the first 2 damage matters that much here. There it is. Alright. So, I don't know if the Forge outpaces this, but... Why didn't it just tap itself? That was weird. So, now what? We pass the turn, and we hope the over-the-top is really good, because my opponent only has 1 non-land permanent, presumably 2 this turn cycle. Yep. Alright. Well. I've been in worse positions. They did not crack this on my turn. Bit of a mistake there. Kind of a huge mistake. Huh. Opponent gets Vorinclex, that's unfortunate. But I do have Ulamog mana now, but I don't know if Ulamog is good enough. It is black-green. They don't have any, like, the white answers, quote-unquote. This might work, who knows. I lose, what? 1 per? Okay. Oh, come on. How? How do you do this? Get out of here. Get out of here with that. No, I don't have the colorless mana. 1, 2. I don't have the colorless mana. I can't discard it to madness. That would have been awesome though. Alright, opponent, you need a sweeper in your deck. And they're conveniently at 6, so the forge would kill them. Casualties of War doesn't do it, and a sweeper on its own doesn't do it, so... Okay, there you go. You can reanimate that. Alright. Alright, Ragnar, get in there. Do it. No one drop. Oh, come on. No. No. Be Utopia's Brawl? Oh, come on. Come on! You've got to be kidding me. Alright, out of actual spite, Lightning Bolt. I'm spiting my opponent. We're gonna Lightning Bolt that. Get out of my way. Oh hey, a Boreal Grazer. That's ironic. Yes! 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 Oh, it worked. It actually worked. Oh, it worked. It worked. Look at that. That sums up Historic Brawl so well that I probably should never play another game in this format again. On the play Regavan, I win, and they're like, lol, no, best card in the game, I win, and then I'm like, lol, gamble for Lightning Bolt. What a format. What a format. I'm glad our commanders had anything to do with that game. Okay, so it's a very strange deck. I think my assessment for what it's trying to do was correct. You can either care about exiling things off the top of your deck to pseudo-storm. It is very difficult to pseudo-storm with something like this. I have never seen anyone do it, but that's not really a big deal because just chaining just a few things together is good enough, right? If you do maybe 5 cards and you eventually hit something very scary, you can just win. And I like the added benefit of tapping your... turning everything into a mana rock is extremely good, right? I think that's probably better than the bottom part of the text box here. But I could have definitely gone way more in on the bottom part, right? I ended up putting Paradox Engine in later. I didn't really think it was this kind of deck, but with Paradox Engine, it certainly felt like this kind of deck, right? Paradox Engine is one of those cards that does let you sort of go off infinitely with the bottom part, so you might as well play it. But outside of Paradox Engine, it doesn't seem like I'm ever reasonably going to chain out a bajillion artifacts. I mean, you logically can't, because it only gets you 1 card and you have to tap 2 things. So you kind of need this, right? But again, the value is nice. Just impulsing twice a turn on average is just card advantage. You would prefer to draw into something significant, not just more artifacts to do more of the same thing, right? You have to eventually do something with all that mana and all those artifacts. You can't just impulse infinitely. That's why I did have Banefire in here initially. However, it didn't seem like I was getting nearly enough mana to, like, essentially one-shot my opponent with Banefire. And Banefire for, like, 10 is kind of cool, but I'd rather at that point just run a giant scary threat like another Eldrazi. So I think it's correct to not go all in on the bottom part and just kind of let it be there with, well, you know, Paradox Engine, maybe Mystic Force. I don't even really think this is right, but I did end up putting it in. I never got to play with it, though. Just sort of, yeah, a little bit of the middle ground, leaning more on the top side of things and use sometimes Paradox Engine. I like how I can sort of vomit out most of my opening hands, and then usually have, kind of like Azusa would, have just one big creature. This can, unlike Azusa, sort of find it by impulsing off the top, right? But if you do impulse, you better have a bunch of mana still left over, otherwise you're going to lose the card forever, which is tragic. There are some ways to discard cards. I mean, if you want to add more colorless mana so you can Madness Emrakul, that would be kind of cool. You can run colorless producing artifacts pretty easily in here, I think. So that would be funny, but that's probably not worth it, at least not just for Emrakul. Faceless Agent, after had looking at my creature types, I put it in here because it always gets an Eldrazi. I didn't even notice this, but I like that idea. I think it might be too much to ask for to drop Ulamog the Defiler and expect this to consistently hit Eldrazi, because then I'd have to shave all the 2s, and that doesn't seem viable. So Eldrazi's at 3 is really funny, although you still really don't want to hit this. It's usually the other 2 that are a lot better to hit, but hey, I mean, why not, right? That's something you should always think about. What is this going to hit when you cast it? And it hits the things I want to cast, so that, run it. But this is up to the individual, right? It's just how your creature types line up. But it is sort of a 3-mana tutor. Perilous Iteration, I am a pretty big fan of. I like this card. I play it in regular Historic. With Arc-like Phoenix, is with the Phoenix being the only target for the 3 or up, and the 2 or down being whatever is nice. So I like this card here, right? All of our things up here are solid hits, especially later on in the game. So I like it. I like this card. Thought I'd give it a try, and I wasn't super disappointed with it every time I was casting it. No, that's about it. That's about it. It's an interesting way to play red-green, that's for sure. I'm a fan of, like, the red-green sort of storm thing, and this does that as, like, a side gig, and I really like that. I kind of wish I could play a Klothys deck like this. I really like Klothys as a card, and it's cool, making a Klothys treasure storm things work, or Klothys with a bunch of auras and equipment to smash your opponent in the face work. Like, I just kind of like red-green, excuse me, red-green doing weird things, and this certainly does do weird things. I like it, so can recommend, and there's certainly different ways to play this, but let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.